Hello, this is Michael Beers, West Coast editor for Jam Magazine, and I'm at Yoshi's in Oakland for the Stu Ham Band with their drummer, legendary Chad Wackerman. Chad, thank you so much for finding the time for this interview.
Thanks for inviting me.
Certainly. So how did this come about? I know you and Stu have kind of indirect ties with Steve Vai, but how did this project come about for you, Stu, Matt, and Randy to get together?
Well, I've done Stu's band many times before. This is the first time with Randy.
Okay.
I've done it many times with Matt as well, and Stu and I have done a lot of projects together. A few months ago we went to Europe for about a month, touring in a trio with Michael Lee Firkins on guitar, and Stu and myself. But we've played in a lot of sessions together, and I've played in Stu's band for a while, on and off.
And will there be any recordings of this? Is this project that you guys are going to put out, where you try and make it, to put out to, for the public?
No, Stu has a new record, fairly new record, and he's promoting that. His gigs are promoting his new record. So.
And what's the name of his new record?
Hold Fast, I believe.
And so obviously you appear on that as well.
I don't.
No, well, okay.
I don't. So I'm just, we're kind of doing the tunes a little bit differently, but because it's always different when you change personnel, but. Yeah.
Right, and so you played yesterday at the Baked Potato, I believe, in LA, and you have Yoshi's. Now, are you going to be doing any extended touring around? I mean, is it just going to be limited dates, or what's your itinerary look like?
Band, no.
Okay. And so what is your next project, though? What do you have coming up for you after this, then?
I've got a bunch of things on there. Actually, a lot of live stuff at the moment. The next thing I'm doing in the Baked Potato is Mike Miller. It's going to be with Mitch Foreman on keys and Jimmy Johnson on bass. And I've played with Mike. Mike's played in my band. I've played in his band for years and years and years. We also play in a Zappa alumni band called Band from Utopia. And we're going to play 4 nights with Band from Utopia at the end of the month.
Oh, nice.
3 nights Baked Potato and 1 in San Marcos. And then we're going to be touring next year in Europe, 2025.
Band from Utopia.
Uh-huh.
Great. Well, speaking of Frank Zappa, I understand that when you auditioned, now, were you, 20 years old when you auditioned for
21.
21. And that you were only one of 3 drummers that were able to do the Black Page. Terry Bozzio, Vinny Colaiuto, and you. So is that, urban legend has that. Is that true? Were you one of the only 3 that, as far as you know?
Well, I'm sure many other people played it. I mean, but we were all 3 in Frank's band and had, direct connection with the composer.
Yeah.
And it's something I'm very proud of.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, many cite that as a very complex. I mean, I've saw him when he performed with Bozzio, but very complex. I mean, what was were you, when you auditioned, when you first met Frank and you auditioned for him, were you aware you're going to do the Black Page? I mean, do you have in your back of your mind catalogs or anything you might be
No, I'm going to stop you for a second. Just watch your finger over the lens.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
We're using a high-tech Apple iPhone.
Yeah, this is absolutely live. That's right, folks. No AI here.
I'm just worried that
Okay.
you got somebody has to take a picture and you see the finger. So when I auditioned for Frank, I was not like many of the band members who had listened to a lot of his catalog. So it was all pretty much new to me. I had not memorized the Black Page, or I actually didn't know really any of his music. So when I auditioned, I had a quick learning process when I got the gig.
And so after getting the gig, was there any one composition that you did with him, aside from Black Page, that you did? You go, this is a hard one to do.
Yeah, I'd say the most difficult one is the first movement of Mo and Herb's Vacation. It's a clarinet concerto. He has a couple versions, but I think the main version is a clarinet concerto. It's written for a full symphony orchestra, and the drums are in unison with the clarinet in the first movement, which is fairly long, and it's very, very, very detailed and complex, but it's actually quite a beautiful piece of music.
Nice. And another person you played with, I'm interested too, is Alan Holdsworth. Now, when did you? I mean, were you on the original IOU album with Alan?
No, that was Gary Husband on the original. Brilliant musician.
Uh-huh.
I love Gary. I love his playing, his piano playing, and his drumming. I was on the next record, which was Road Games, and then often we would Gary and I would split the gig in ways, because he was quite often with a band called Leadville 42, and I was still playing with Frank. So it usually worked out where one of us was in town to do Alan's tours. But we both played on many of his records. I'm probably on 6 or 7 of Alan's records, and I've written a few tunes for him too.
And what tunes did you write on Alan's albums?
The first one I think was called Peril Premonition. It's on Secrets. That was actually the first tune I wrote. Then there's one called Questions, which is on Wardenclyffe Tower. What else did I write? Downside Up, which is on 16 Men of Cain. It's also another one that I wrote. Yeah. So, and then he played on my records as well. I played on the first couple of records I did, 40 Reasons, The View, and also the last one I did, Dreams, Nightmares, and Improvisations. It's Alan Holdsworth and Jimmy Johnson, again, brilliant bassist, and Jim Cox and myself.
Nice. And have you any other solo albums you're working on yourself, or anything that we could look forward to? You
Slowly.
Might be. It's a process, huh?
It's a process. Yeah, I've been busy with so many other things, but it is a priority. So.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to squeeze in time to do my own stuff. But.
So maybe sometime, maybe in 2025 might be.
I hope so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. Well, hey, I want to thank you so much, Chad, for your time. We wish you really continued success on this project. Oh, and so if people want to contact you, you have your own website. Was it chadwackerman.com? Or
yeah, there's an email on that which comes to me, so you can do that. I'm not as good DMing on Instagram, but I am on Instagram quite a lot.
Okay.
A little bit of Facebook.
Okay, we'll try and get the word out. Well, thank you for your time. Have a great night tonight.
Cheers.
Take care.
Have
Bye.
fun. Bye.